You know what sound that, folks? That is, folks. That you bet. That's the start of another Noon Whistle. I'm Chris Trottier.
And I'm John Anzalone. Good afternoon, Chris, and good afternoon to our guests, Mike and Kristi from Swiss Tech. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Good. Hi.
Great. So Swiss Tech, where are you guys located for those that don't know?
We're in Delavan, Wisconsin, right across the street from Andy's Candies.
Perfect. You can go get a snack.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Swiss Tech history, what you manufacture, number of employees, kind of just give us an overview. Also kind of tell us about your roles in the company. This is your platform, your time. Go ahead.
Swiss Tech was founded in 1965 here in Delavan. Currently, we have about 120 employees. We manufacture small precision components, mostly for the medical industry and aerospace and a little bit of defense work and a smattering of industrial type parts. But they're all, like I said, small. I think the largest part we'll make is 1.25 inch diameter round. But we go all the way down to about 6 or 7 thousandths of an inch, and we hold tolerances up to 50 millionths of an inch.
So, Mike, you're the president, correct?
I'm the president, and Kristi is the HR and accounting manager.
So, Kristi, tell us a little bit about your role in the company, how long you've been there, all the employees that you constantly hire and bring in and retain and upskill.
Yeah. So I've been with Swiss Tech for just over 6 years. As Mike said, I do hold a dual role within the organization, which is really common in organizations about our size, that you wear a lot of hats, right? So it's really good on the growth side, really good on the opportunity side when you're in management, because you get to have your hands involved in a lot of different aspects. Two, I did look it up this morning because I was hoping that you were going to ask me that. And our average tenure for employees is 13 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That speaks a lot about the company.
Fun fact about Kristi, though, Chris.
Oh, here we go.
That was kind of fun, Kristi to Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
She's an Elkhorn alumni. Did you know that?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Go
I could
Elk.
see a little purple in there.
Unheard. What year, Kristi?
Yes, I knew you were going to get it out of me one day. Yep.
Yeah. What year?
2000. And then
that's right. You had Mrs. Pella, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
And I did work with her through, so when they started doing the apprenticeships and getting students into the Wisconsin apprenticeship program, right, that was more recently come out, we were one of the first organizations, and me working with Mrs. Pella to get that going.
Does Swiss Tech do youth apprenticeships? Does Swiss Tech do youth apprenticeships?
Yes, we do. I'll let Mike expand more on that because he actually did one as a young lad himself.
As a young lad.
Wow.
You're still a young
Are you
guy,
Gaelic?
right?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, I'm really excited about trying to get the word out to more kids because I don't think they know that, you know, a good machinist is going to make more money than a good accountant. So if you've got an interest in getting your hands dirty or mechanical aptitude, and you don't want to sit through 4 years of college, this is a career path.
Go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I did. I started my apprenticeship when I was 15 years old.
Wow.
And I got my journeyman's 2 weeks before I graduated from high school. And I put myself through college as a machinist.
Wow. What's an entry point to start off at Swiss Tech, ballpark? And then you talked about could make more than the accountant. Tell us a little bit about what they're making. What does a machinist make?
We start people off at 18.
Yeah.
At 18, a good machinist that can get machines up and running quickly and has quite a few years of experience will make easily in the 40s to $50 an hour.
Wow. So if you say for example, Elkhorn High School has a youth apprentice. So obviously, you know, kids they only know what they know. Share with the viewers about what a youth apprenticeship how the training would go for somebody to get them to that point where then you turn them over to really being an independent employee and hopefully a full-time employee?
Well, we start off with the older mechanical machines. Swiss machines were invented in the 1890s by a guy named Andre Beckler, and that mechanical design ran all the way into the 80s when CNCs first started coming out, which mimic those old mechanical machines. We still have about 70 of those mechanical machines. So we start off our apprentices there, and they spend 1 full year with a mentor, teaching them both how to operate the machines, how to make adjustments, and how to set them up to run parts. And then after that year is done, then they'll move over to the CNCs and do exactly the same thing with another mentor on the CNCs. After 2 years, they're pretty well qualified to be able to get out there on their own and do some setups. And then it's just a matter of getting some experience under their belt so they can troubleshoot.
So Mike, go ahead, Kristi.
With that too, so as you're learning and doing that program, as you know, in this area we have, especially being in Delavan, sometimes it's just as easy for people to go to Blackhawk as it is to Gateway, right? So then your tuition is paid by us as long as you're enrolled in that apprenticeship program, right? Because we want you to get your certification. We want you to also get your formal education. And then with that, the potential of moving up within the organization would follow a path as the apprentice, and then an operator, a team lead, supervisor, and then manager.
Or
right?
president.
Or president.
There you go. Yeah, you worked your way all the way to the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those old machines that you start people out on, those are still making product too. I mean, you are still using those to make product, correct?
Oh, absolutely. We just launched a new program on 6 machines right now. They're producing about 700,000 pieces a month for a customer.
Wow. And then you told us, kind of the value of an employee as they work their way up and get education and training and all that. What's the value of a great HR person?
We're still looking. Oh,
you're supposed to say priceless. Sitting right there, Mike.
I'm sorry. I couldn't miss my shot there.
Yeah. He put that one on a tee for you, didn't he, Mike?
So you have to be able to laugh and joke, right? So with that, the type of personality traits that we really try to hone in on, and the people that I see be successful in that role, is they're resilient, right? They have a strong self-reliance. They look at the world through opportunity, and they take accountability for themselves. And so when I've seen, because we've had a couple of people now that have transitioned, and really one of the best success stories that we've had is we had a programmer come in. She worked as a programmer for a few years. She is most recently moved into a quality engineering role. And giving her that support and that drive to continue to grow and develop her skill set, it's so beneficial for us, right? So promotion within.
When you look to hire, so as you go, you talked a little bit about that, but I want to dig a little bit deeper in there because, at the Elkhorn Area School District, we're very fortunate. Geographically, we have our dear friend Rich Schaus and their amazing program at Gateway in the Gateway South Campus. We also have an amazing instructor and facility at the high school, Elkhorn Area High School, with Mike Thomas.
Yeah.
But beside, those kids can walk in with some of these experiences and skills and aptitudes around actually manufacturing. But besides those, what do you really kind of like, if a kid doesn't have a lot of skills in manufacturing, what are some of those top 3 that you see as a really good fit for Swiss Tech?
That they really need to have a good head with numbers. So strong math skills. And I'm not talking formal math, like they don't have to ace algebra and trigonometry and everything like that. But, if you can do math in your head, and you can make change without having to look at the register to see what it is, you'll probably be a good fit.
How about a tape measure?
Yeah, being able to read some measuring instruments. We'll teach most of that.
Yep.
Again, it's all numbers. So if you've got a good head for numbers, you're going to learn. It's not going to be an issue.
So
and
you guys,
So
So you have
go ahead.
numbers. What else? Let's get two more that you would put at the top of the pile.
Mechanical aptitude. Anybody that likes working on cars, anybody that likes taking stuff apart, putting it back together again. Doesn't matter what it is. If you like building things,
Yep.
I mean, you're going to be a good fit for this kind of work. And the third, probably most important thing, is how well you communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's really, so being patient, right? Having faith in the process that, yep, I am going to come in today and I know this is what I signed up for and I'm going to commit to it. And even if today is frustrating, I'm still going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to tell my mentor or the person that I'm working with, right, directly what frustration I'm having.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said it was easy. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
Right. Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I walk in and I walk in, I don't have any technical skills that way, but I'm a guy that likes putzing with things like that. You go, hey, the interview was good, good character, good work history as far as reliability. Do you adhere to the, if we get a good employee, we can train the employee, or we need the good employee that's already trained?
No, we'll train.
Yeah. So all of the most recent hires that we've had are people that this is a completely new skill to them.
Yeah.
It is not anything that they've ever worked in before. Another advantage that we have with our ownership group, we have a long-term private owner who is committed to our success. And they have different platforms that they are invested in. One of the platforms that they're invested in is online education. And so with that, we have a really great resource from them called WorkForge, which has a whole database of training information in it. And so we get to utilize that training information in all of our onboarding and all of our operator development.
Nice.
That's awesome. So believe it or not, we're starting to wind down here a little bit. So tell us, are you guys looking right now? Are there opportunities? Are you looking for youth apprentices? Is there opportunity for our kids right now to connect and start exploring their potential career in manufacturing?
It doesn't really matter if I have any openings or not. Talent walks in my door, I will hire you.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. And for everybody who's listening, which I just want to do a shameless plug for the Wisconsin Jobs Board. If you are looking for students and youth apprentices, this free service is provided by Elkhorn, Delavan, and Whitewater School Districts, supported by Gateway and Waseda, to ensure that you can for free connect students with apprenticeships. So take advantage of that opportunity. And let's move to shout outs and thank yous here. John, who do you got?
Hey, I got the Elkhorn Chamber for this past weekend, putting on a great Oktoberfest downtown. They had great weather, a lot of people. It was a lot of fun, a lot of things going on, and a lot of people hanging around Elkhorn. And a quick thank you to Mike and Kristi. Thanks for taking time with us today. Appreciate it. I know you guys are busy, and we appreciate your 20 minutes with us.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
For the opportunity.
Any shout outs or thank yous there, Mike or Kristi?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the town of Delavan and Williams Bay for welcoming me since I'm new to the area. This has been awesome. I love it.
Go Bulldogs. Woo!
Yeah.
What about you, Kristi? Anybody?
Waseda.
Oh,
sure.
Expand on that.
Yes, and you as well, Chris. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I want to thank Kristi personally, because Kristi you can always reach out to Kristi. She's willing to open up and do an employer tour. She sat on mock interviews. And most importantly, and I think this is the best part about Swiss Tech and Kristi, she has given kids an opportunity to explore, mentored and supported them and understood. And this is really the big piece to a youth apprenticeship program, that they're still kids and they're learning. So I want to thank not only Swiss Tech, Mike and Kristi for giving kids the opportunity. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. John, anything else before we go?
No, good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Have a good rest of your week. And yeah, we look forward to maybe having you on again.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
Anytime you want. And for all you folks out there, if you know anybody who wants to be on the Noon Whistle, please let John or I know. But with that sound, with that time, at that time, we need to go back to work. So what do we use to signify going back to work?
Let us have it.
The noon whistle. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, see y'all.
Bye.